first calling, according to this text, is to suffering. He said to reign with me. In other words, if you want to have a seat with me in paradise, then you've got to understand your premier calling is to suffering. The point that Jesus makes here, he says that now if you suffer because of your own volition, something that you did, then there's nothing you can say about it. Amen? Because with every action comes some sort of, there's a consequence that happens because of your actions. He said, but if you've done absolutely nothing to deserve the suffering that you're having to endure, he said, that's what I'm talking about. He says, what I'm talking about is that when I was reviled, I did not retaliate. He wants to get to a place where we're so settled in him that the vicissitudes of life will not prevent us from going forth in his name. What is he saying? No matter how vehemently the enemy comes against me, I'm not going to allow that thing to permeate my spirit. I'm not going to allow that thing to saturate my mind. I'm not going to allow it to keep me from doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. You know, if you're under the assumption that everybody's going to like you, you've been misled. And we need to get some oil and pour it all over you. I mean, back home, don't wear no good clothes because you're going to get oiled up. Let me tell you that. Amen. You need to leave your nice stuff in the car, change after church. You see, sometimes this thing that we do in here, it becomes a sham because we only do it in here. But when you can do it when you're by yourself, because I've suffered through some things. I've been down, but God picked me up. I was sick, but God healed me. I was depressed, but he lifted my spirit. God came. Am I talking to anybody that's had some struggles and the enemy is all over you? I can't stop drinking. I can't stop smoking. I can't stop doing whatever it is, but I'm still believing God. That's why you can't underestimate the power of God. You might still be drinking, but God can still help you. You might still be smoking, but God, Lord have mercy, he can help you right where you are.
CDs and DVDs are available at Solomon's Corner Bookstore.
WCC News for you.
Hello, Wake Chapel. We are in full stride with planning our second giveaway of the year. It will be held on July 23rd, and this time it's all about the students. We'll be having a back-to-school giveaway, and we would appreciate your school supply donations for this cause. School supply bins are set up at all entrances of WCC North and WCC Central, and a list of needed supplies is also available on the tables in the foyer. Brothers, it's time to show everyone that we can definitely hold our own when it comes to singing. With that in mind, a special invitation is extended to all the men of Wake Chapel Church to participate in the men's choir for our Father's Day service on June 19th. There will only be 2 rehearsals on Wednesday, June 15th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, June 18th at 11 a.m. So it will not interfere with the other manly duties like washing the car, cutting the grass, and watching the Miami-Dallas basketball game. We are looking for 100 participants, so all ages are welcome. For more information, please call 919-232-2016.
Thank you to everyone who provides canned good donations to assist those in need. Your selfless acts are not only appreciated by the recipients, but also by us at Wake Chapel Church. No one can predict when or if they will be facing a challenging time. However, we want to be sure that we are helping as many people as possible in their hour of need. We're currently low on our canned goods supplies, and we need those selfless acts of giving to not only continue, but to increase. Please take a moment and deposit a canned good donation in the blue bins located in the foyers. Your donations ensure that someone's need will be met.
The Marriage Enrichment Ministry is hosting a retreat for married couples on August 5th and 6th in Hampton, Virginia. The theme for the retreat is Why We Were Married in the First Place, and the cost is only $263 per couple. A $100 deposit is due no later than June 19th, so reserve your space today. Registration forms are on the tables in the foyer as well as online at wakechapel.org. You may also receive information via email at couples@wakechapel.org.
Oh, just to worship Christ our Lord.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Helms Pickett, and I invite you to the Anointed Souls First Dance Conference entitled Movement Through Spirit, Soul, and Body, scheduled for July 8th and 9th in the Life Enrichment Center at Wake Chapel Church. This worship experience is open to ages 5 and up, and you do not need to be a member of a dance ministry or have previous dance experience. The conference will feature sessions on praise and worship through movement, interactive dance shops, and dynamic speakers. We will also feature a special session for parents of children in worship art ministries. Registration is $15 for ages 13 and up and $10 for ages 5 through 12. You may register in the foyer or online at www.wakechapel.org. We hope to see you on July 8th and 9th for what promises to be a dynamic worship experience.
You are there for me.
We are ready to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pastor Wilkins and the First Family at Wake Chapel Church. And in case you haven't heard, it's going to be a festive time for all to enjoy. This year's theme is entering into another dimension of grace. The celebration will kick off on Tuesday, June 7th at WCC North with a production by the Company of Acts Drama Ministry. We will not have our normal time of empowerment service, but we will still have a good time. The production will begin at 7 p.m. On Saturday, June 11th, the formal black tie event, an enchanted evening with the Wilkins at the Broadway Center, will take place at 6:30 p.m. in the LEC. The doors will open at 5:45, and you will need your ticket to gain entrance. Put on those dresses and suits, and be sure to smile, because there will be photographers on site to capture those special moments. As an added feature, the photographers will also be set up to take souvenir portraits. The guest speaker for the evening will be the Honorable James A. Wynn, Jr.
Speaking of the LEC, due to all of the planning for the banquet, it will be necessary to alter some of the forthcoming events scheduled there. The stage area will be closed beginning May 22nd until after the anniversary. Please check the room assignments on the plasma screens as you arrive for your meetings to confirm locations.
Once you've left the black tie banquet and traded in those formal dresses and suits for your Sunday go-to-meeting clothes, get ready for the second half of the celebration. On Sunday, June 12th, it continues at 7 a.m. with our service at WCC North. We are pleased to welcome Pastor Harold Trice from Union Chapel Missionary Baptist Church in Butner. Then, at 10 a.m., the celebration will conclude at WCC Central with Bishop George Bloomer of Bethel Family Worship Center in Durham.
This year's anniversary celebration promises to be memorable, but there is still so much work to be done, and volunteers are needed to assist. Here's a rundown of when and where help is needed.
The administrative office of Wake Chapel Church will be closed tomorrow in observance of Memorial Day. Please be safe in all of your travels, and also let our servicemen and women in the armed forces know how much you appreciate their sacrifices.
You see news for